Oh, I'm glad you linked that thing about Biden. Did y'all see him fall today?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah,
So President Biden was at it was a commencement of some kind.
Yeah, it might have been Air Force Academy.
Yeah, that's it. I think they were graduating. And he finished his speech, and it appeared to me that he stepped away from his podium. Maybe there was like a 4 to 6 inch little step that he didn't account for, and he ate shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That how old is he? Like 70?
Like 80.
80 something, 80? I think. Yeah.
81 maybe. I don't know.
So he had his I'm sorry, say more.
Just like 80-year octogenarians taking falls in general. I was looking at the Reddit comments, and there were so many. I was on the conservative subreddit, by the way, so I wanted to see what those guys had to say. I thought they'd be poking fun, but everybody in the comments was like, "My grandma was 75 and fell off the couch. She was sleeping on the couch and rolled off, broke her hip, never was right again."
Can happen to anyone.
This is his second fall this year.
Here it is. So I didn't see anything on the floor to make him trip.
I think the podium is on top of another platform.
Oh, I think you actually. I take it back. Now I'm on Kyle's team with that.
Man, that poor soldier just had his moment.
He is going to point at
stolen.
something. When he gets up, he points back at something. But we all know, anytime you fall in public, when you step away, you look back and point and shake your head like, "Ha ha! Who put that invisible tripwire
that fire hydrant just got there."
Yeah.
You just pretend like there's a Vietnam style tripwire there that the other people can't see.
Zach says there's nothing there in the other angle. Maybe I saw the other angle.
Yeah, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. The man
Here's what I know. I know that he had his physical done. And of course, the physicals are always like the president's in great shape. They said that about Trump too, and his weight and everything. But they did say that he had a really stiff gait because he broke his foot playing with his German Shepherd
Scout
Hunter.
Edie?
No. What the fuck was his dog?
Jambalaya.
Same name as his son.
Yeah, probably not. I forget. Anyway, playing with his German Shepherd, he broke his foot, and now his foot's still fucked up, and he has a stiff gait from it. And
yeah, that's what it is.
To me, that just seems tied in. It's almost like one of his feet gave out.
I think it's that he's 80.
If I told you that Clint Eastwood had a stiff gait because he fell off a horse in the 70s, you'd laugh me out of the room.
No. It happened a few months ago.
Oh, recently.
Yeah. No, he broke it. He was president when it happened.
Yeah. Clint Eastwood gets around better than Biden.
I like how this lady just makes a decision like, I can't add anything. And then she just is like, about face.
Yeah. On one hand, like if it was a younger guy, it'd be no big deal. I was talking to Jackie about this. If this was W, no one would give a shit. Or when W's father threw up on like the
Japanese PM.
Yeah. Everyone knew like, yeah, it was food poisoning. It doesn't mean that he's like dying or anything like that. He's just sick.
Wait, Biden's fallen 3 times now. He also fell going down the stairs on Air Force One.
That's true.
Yeah. Is the other one the bicycle one with the foot clip? Yeah.
And apparently there was a dog incident.
Yeah. Zach, could you fact check me on that? Did he break his foot playing with his German Shepherd?
Holy shit. Wait a minute now.
Yeah. In combination, this is a fragile guy. And the thing about 80-year-olds falling, even though he got up quickly and looked okay-ish, it somehow falls they hit different because he's
you can see his bulletproof vest under his jacket. I wonder if he's got like I wonder if he's got like the coolest bulletproof vest that can be made. Like he's got some sort of technology that would be way too expensive to mass produce, but you can make one for the president because it's the president.
Sure, you can make it.
He's got like 15 or 20 of those limos, those that they call the Beast.
The Beast, yeah.
I
saw like the blown out schematic of that thing, and it was very, very cool.
Yeah, you ever see the door? How thick it is?
It's a little overkill, maybe too much.
I remember Obama in particular. He was like holding the door or by the door, and the door is as thick as a man, like a man's torso. Like you could crawl inside of that door if it weren't full of armor.
That's what's in there.
Yeah, of some kind. There's something in there. They're not keeping candy in there. I bet Trump was like, we could lose some of that armor. We could keep a whole bucket of KFC in here.
I mean, that's got to be such a bummer to go from riding around in that thing back to regular rich.
Dude, no, I disagree. I think the White House, everything I've ever heard about the White House and the residence is it's an asbestos-filled hellhole. Like, not literally asbestos, but it's old government housing. Yeah. Like, it's a shitty-ass building you don't want to live in, especially if you're Trump, right?
I had a boss that was
Air Force One's cool.
In construction, and he would meet with senators and shit, because I guess that's just fucking how construction goes. And he was telling me that like it's just unimpressive old government offices. He's like, it's exactly what you'd think. Here I am, like, I don't really have much experience with old government offices, like oh yeah, just like probably the senators I know. But yeah, it's kind of unimpressive old buildings.
Air Force One, on the other hand, is like the opposite. It's the tip top of technology. Well, any plane the president is Air Force One technically, but the big fucking plane. There was a part in the West Wing where the president's trying to hire a new secretary, and she's worked for like a prince, a duke, a king, like a 3 prime ministers, and she's just not impressed by the president of the United States at all. And he's like, "What do you think of the plane?" He's like, "It's fine. It's a little better than fine. You know, it has 3 bedrooms and a surgery galley." He goes, "Isn't that nice?" She's just so dull about the whole thing, not impressed at all. I was like, "Does it really?" It's like, yeah,
you know what else it has?
A surgery galley.
A brig. And then you throw her in there until she's impressed by your sweet plane.
You're right, movie, Kyle. I'm looking at pictures of the inside of Air Force One. I was told, and this is old information, it might not even be the current one, that it wasn't that neat, that other private jets were cooler because it was kind of like a flying office meant to get work done and stuff. But as I'm looking at pictures, maybe I'm just not accustomed to private airplanes, but it looks pretty nice. It's like,
it's also capable of, operating a nuclear global war from the air continuously for weeks at a time. I mean, that thing's amazing.
Really?
I bet it can refuel. I'm almost positive it can refuel midair.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It can stay in the air indefinitely.
Oh,
they just refuel it. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can do that with most planes, right?
Food? That's a good question. I'm sure they can like.
Can they load it like they do fuel?
Well, they've got that whole like very phallic like interface for fuel where the fuel tanker's in front and it dangles that elephant trunk thing. But how would you get food to them if they did need to be up there for? They don't have extra food. I don't think they have any.
I once saw a guy with a wingsuit go from one plane to the other. Maybe there's a plan in there somewhere.
Yeah, right, but trip one engines. Of 700.
All right, I got you a muffin.
Yeah,
Steve's coming behind me.
I think the idea
like
is
the muffin stump. It's all blown away.
It can fly anywhere on the planet, so they can find somewhere to land to get food. But yeah, that's the coolest thing the president has access to. I bet there's some neat bunkers. I bet they've got such cool underground stuff.
Al Gore said that. They asked him what the coolest part of being in the West Wing was, and he's like, Air Force One. Air Force One is the coolest part.
I imagine.
Yeah,
he probably couldn't talk about the really cool bunkers they have.
I bet there's lots. I heard that there's a bunker under Greenland that we have, but I think we have installations everywhere.
The White House has a bowling alley. I'm almost positive.
Why not? Yeah. It doesn't seem like that much of an extravagance if you really think about it.
Right? It on one hand it is, and then you're like, oh, it's 2 lanes, and people who like bowling and are rich could do that.
Yeah.
If
you have the real estate, had that put in and he was stoked on it, and now it's just there or something. Like
yeah. There's no way Obama went down there. He's wanting to shoot some hoops and smoke some cigs outside.
You don't think that Trump and Obama and Biden are knocking down some pins in the?
Oh, look at that! Actually, that's
actually, I expected more than 1 lane.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine anybody's going down there.
It's so presidential, though.
If I were president, I'd have that converted into like a hockey shooting gallery.
I don't know. If you told me that this was if you told me this was your
and all my Secret Service agents would have to play goalie when I told them to.
You joke, but
you're goalie now. It's like
you could absolutely manufacture that. If you were president, you could be the guy. Like, look, you want to be on my detail? You got to be able to skate. That's all I ask. Yeah.
President Taylor once again invites the St. Louis Blues to the White House, and we're having nothing to do with the winners of the cup. And you're
gonna do that Vladimir Putin thing and like make them like eat shit while you skate around.
I like force by force. I naturalize like Alex Ovechkin, Evgeny Malkin, Sidney Crosby. They're Americans now. It doesn't matter that they were Russian and Canadian. They're ours now. Good luck getting back to Canada. Yeah, you're on Team America now. The best.
You could, as president, you could like trade them for some prisoner. You could do it'd be the first time you did a prisoner exchange for a sports sports star.
We'll give you this
All right,
arms dealer if
I'm gonna give you
Ovechkin
3
plays.
terrorists,
please just bring
an
Ovechkin back.
oligarch and a spy. And I get
Russian?
Like,
Ovechkin.
Mr. President, 15 terrorists, and he's the all-time goal-scoring leader.
No,
And
he's not.
we need
That's
he's
Gretzky.
close to it. He's close by this point. By the time I'm president, he will be the all-time goal-scoring leader.
How close are you to 35?
Am I? I'm 32, so I've
So you
got
need to wait 3 years to
3
be
years,
president.
and that'd be
That's what's
kind
holding
of
you off, holding
that'd
you
be
back.
right on the money. That's probably when Ovechkin's going to hit it next 2 or 3 years.
Can you
I won't
run?
talk about that anymore.
I
Wait,
would
wait,
love
wait. Ovechkin's gonna pass Gretzky in goals?
Yes, I believe so. He's about 70 away.
Oh,
Yeah,
What?
which would be one of the
I
most
thought that
impressive
was the
sports
most
things ever.
ridiculous, uncatchable records ever.
point.
No, his point total is entirely uncatchable. No one will ever catch his point total. But his goal total, Gretzky has 894 goals in his career, I believe, and right now Ovechkin's is at like 825.
Do you want him to break the record? Or is
Yeah.
there part of you that wishes that he wouldn't?
No, I want to see someone
What's his
break the
name?
goals
Alex?
record.
Is it
Alex
Alex
Ovechkin?
Dear Lord Satan, I call upon you to curse Alex Ovechkin.
No,
Curse him.
no,
Bad
Take
news.
his legs out from
No.
under him like that
No,
one episode
curse
of
you
King
for
of the Hill.
Taylor.
no.